discuss about something called version control systems. So most of the developers, as from the starting onwards, I have said something called, we can discuss something called Git and GitHub. Okay. So what is the purpose of Git and GitHub and what are they? We can discuss today. Okay. So how many of you familiar with version control system or Git or GitHub or Git? All those things. Anyone familiar with Git or GitHub? So mostly you will observe. So if you are interested to do any of the project means, if you search any of the projects on Google means, definitely will be getting something. Okay. So we will be also using the GitHub for sharing the what are the files we are discussing. Okay. I hope most of you will be not familiar. Few of you will be familiar. Okay. So today, what are the things you need to do by end of the by after ending of the session is, so everyone should try to create the GitHub account. Okay. This is sign up process. Wait a second, I will show you how to sign up for this GitHub account. So everyone try to sign up for this GitHub account. Okay, simple process. As you sign up for any of the social media platform or all those things, there's a two-step process. Enter your email or also all those things. Let me show you how to sign up and what are the things you need to mention. Okay, I will update these links in the GitHub repository. So by end of the day, you should sign up for the GitHub account. Let me copy paste the link for you. So if you're having good internet connectivity means, you can sign up for now, or otherwise you can sign up after completing the session. Okay, today I will be giving you the brief introduction about all those things. Tomorrow we can do on practical. Okay, hands-on we can do on tomorrow. Okay, the simple process. Let me show you. If you click on that link means, it will navigate to this particular web page. So it will ask you to enter the username. Okay, it will ask you to enter the username. So everyone should give the username professionally. Okay, if you observe my username, my GitHub username is the Anil Kumar Tegala. Okay, my complete name, because Anil Kumar. So if I entered only Anil Kumar, so previously other users has been created Anil Kumar as their username. So please try to give our username professionally. Okay, better to not include any of the special characters or numbers. Okay, only give the your complete name. First, try to give our complete name. Like, let me try Sanil Kumar. Okay, so first of all, try to give our complete name. If the complete name is not available, or if it is saying as the username is not available, try to add our surname. Okay, then try to add the surname. Because I have already created with my surname, I can give the some other character. So this particular username is available. Okay, mostly everyone will be having the will be having the unique username. So username, which is nothing but the first and our complete name. Okay, like I have given as Anil Kumar. You can give our complete your name. If that particular, if the GitHub is already created with that username, simply give any of the your surname. Okay, your surname, complete surname. Okay, so that you better to give the username as the professionally. Don't give any of the other names. Okay, some people will create their username with the different names. If you have already created your GitHub account with some other username, you can modify your username. I will show you how to update the username after completing this process. Okay, so simply if you click on that web page means, it will navigate to this particular web page. So otherwise it is better to do practically. Okay, so if you're having good internet connectivity, everyone create GitHub account now itself. Okay, we can go with we can discuss about the GitHub first, then we can go with the Git. Okay, everyone create with one particular username. It should be professional. Second thing, enter our email ID. So your personal email ID, which you will be using frequently. So because you will be getting the, sometimes you will be getting the OTPs. Okay, so better to give the username correctly. So email ID correctly. Then enter the password. So for creating the password for this particular GitHub, so you should create a password with combination of uppercase characters, lowercase characters, special characters, as well as the numbers. Okay, you should create a password with the combination of uppercase, lowercase, special characters, as well as the numbers. Okay, so I'm suggesting you, whenever you are creating some any of the accounts like GitHub, not only GitHub, either Gmail or either Facebook or either Instagram or either other any of the professional platforms, it is better to give the password in combination of these 4 different characters. I hope most of you know. Okay, so because if you create a password using uppercase, lowercase, special characters and numbers, the hacker, so for hacking this particular password, a particular person required at least 1 year of time. At least 1 year of time. So that is, it is best practice to give the common, to create a password with the combination of these 4 things. So email ID, it is not required to match with the registered email ID. So your wish, you can give any of your email ID. Okay, so better to give your personal email ID, because most of you are having college email ID, but after completing our graduation, maybe that email will not work. So that is, it is best practice to give our personal email ID. Okay, so then create one password with the combination of uppercase, lowercase, special characters as well as the numbers. Okay, so if you are interested to get any of the occasional emails from that GitHub, you can check mark, otherwise you can uncheck mark. Okay, I'm not interested to get any of the announcements or offers, because it sometimes those mails will be the spam, because I have not required those particular emails. Then you have to verify. I hope you all know. So you have to verify that you are not a robot. Simply click on verify. So here, here you have to read. Pick the spiral galaxy. Okay, pick the spiral galaxy. If you observe here, there are 6 different galaxies. So this is the spiral galaxy. Mostly you will be getting the same question, or otherwise the question may be different. Okay, so depending upon the verification question you are getting, please verify. Okay, pick the spiral galaxy. So I am picking the spiral galaxy. Again, once again, it is asking to pick the spiral galaxy. So among these 6 different galaxies, so this is the spiral galaxy. Okay, now my verification has done, so I can create my account. Okay, give the username professionally. You can include your complete name. If that particular username is not available, try to add the your surname. Don't include spaces or hyphens mostly. Okay, if that also available means try to add the hyphens or numbers, your wish. Okay, it is not a mandatory thing whether to create using special characters or numbers, but as a student or as a software developer, we need to create our things professionally. Okay, so I hope most of you have created account. So after creating the account, let me show you the page. After clicking on create account, okay, after clicking on create account, it will ask you to select any of the options. How many team members will be required for working with you? So because this GitHub account is creating for ourselves, just click on just me. Okay, I will be pasting this link. I will also update this particular link in the GitHub repository also, if you are creating your account after. Okay, you can follow the process. I have added each and every step. Okay, so simply what you have to do is that simply click on just me. Okay, simply click on just me. After clicking on the just me, it will ask you to what are the specific features you are interested to use this GitHub. So you can observe these are the various features where GitHub is providing. I will tell you what is the purpose of GitHub and why we are going for GitHub and all those things. For now, just create the GitHub account. Okay, what are the specific you are interested? So just now we are not using, we don't know what is GitHub. So simply click on collaborative coding. Collaborative coding. Okay, so I will tell you what is collaborative, and we will be using the collaborative. Remaining automation and CI/CD. So continuous integration, continuous development, where the each and every company, okay, on the entire globe, most of the companies, if there are 100 companies, 80 companies are using the Git and GitHub. Not only software industries, also other type of industries. Every industries are using this Git and GitHub. Okay, so for continuous automation as well as the continuous integration, continuous development. So this is the automation thing. Okay, so we will not be going into in depth into all those things. Simply we will be using collaborative coding. Next, it is providing security feature, client apps, project management, team administrator, and community. Okay, just for now, simply click on collaborative coding and click on continue. Okay, so for now we are using free plan. So because as a student we can't, we are not required to use any of the advanced features. Simply we need these type of different features. Unlimited public and private repositories. We will see what is a repository, and we will not go with the actions. Next, we will be having the 5.5 GB of storage for storing our projects and other things, community support. These are the features we are getting in the free version. Simply click on continue for free. Okay, so it is not required to create any or purchase any of the enterprise version or paid version for now. Simply click on the continue for free. Okay, these are the steps for creating the account. After creating your account, you will be getting one verification email to your particular email. Okay, you have to verify your email ID. So that is it is best practice to give the email ID correctly. Okay, so for verifying your address, verify your email. So automatically you will be getting an email with the username. So this is the email you will be getting. This is the email will arrive into your inbox. Okay, so almost done. So you will be getting this username. So if you click on verify your email address, automatically this page will be open for you. Okay, these are the steps you should follow for creating the GitHub account. First thing is to give your username, create one perfect username, add your email address. Next thing is the password. Next thing is to verifying yourself. You are not a robot. Then you have to like these are for feedback for the particular GitHub team. Okay, so why the users are interested to create an account on that platform. So for their development purpose, they are using these things. It is not mandatory to give, but it is the best practice. So just me adding collaborative coding. Next, we are using only for free version. Continue for free. Then you have to verify your email address. Okay, mostly will be getting the same window. Okay, this window or any of the window after clicking on the verify your email address. Okay, if you completed this process means any one of you please paste our username in the chat box. If you completed the sign up process of GitHub account, any one of you paste our username in the chat box. That is the public username, you should remember. I said previously, don't use any of the numbers, but few people given, no worries. So already green. Okay. Enough. Sanjana mistake. Okay. Enough. No need. Only I need only one particular GitHub account for showing you the interface. Okay. So no need remaining people. No need to post our GitHub usernames in the chat box. It is sufficient. Okay. So this is the public username. Anyone can access our GitHub account. Okay, this is the public repository. Sorry, this is the public GitHub account. Anyone can access, like Facebook, Okay, like Facebook or Telegram. So this is the one of the like online platform for coding. Okay, online platform for coding. So like Facebook, what is the purpose of Facebook? So on the Facebook, you will like share your things. What are the things you are doing? You can share your photos, or you can share your location. You will be sharing some videos. Okay, or you will be sharing something about yourself. What are the things you are doing? Okay, like Instagram also you are sharing something. Okay? Or otherwise any of the social media platforms like LinkedIn. If you have achieved anything professionally, you will be posting those things on the LinkedIn, on the Twitter also. Okay, so these are the some social media networking or social platforms which you will be sharing about yourself, or about your friends, or about your family. Okay, you will be sharing about yourself on these social media platforms. Well, coming to the GitHub, so GitHub is a community for sharing your code. Okay, I'm saying what is the purpose GitHub. So professional at the starting, GitHub is created for sharing the code. Okay, like if you have done some project, if you have done some application, okay, if you have achieved something on professional, if you have learned some new technology or new programming language, okay, for sharing all those things to the community, this particular GitHub is using. Okay, like Facebook or like Instagram or like LinkedIn, this particular GitHub is used for sharing the code. So if you have if you are getting multiple verification IDs, no worries, you have to verify only one time. Okay, verify your email for the GitHub only for one time. So if you seen this, if you saw this window, then your particular GitHub account is verified with your email ID. Okay, if you are not verified, means in the top of this picture, okay, maybe at the most in this location you will be getting something called verify your email. Okay, then your email is not verified. Okay, so if you didn't observe anything like verify your email, then you should verify your email ID. So if it is showing like your email is not verified, means simply go to your email and verify your email address. Okay, so if you got like particular invalid verification code, okay, if you got invalid verification code and the bottom of the invalid email verification code, if you think that invalid, if you got an error like invalid verification code, in the bottom here you will observe 3 dots. If you expand the 3 dots, you will be getting another email. So simply click on that particular email verification. Okay, welcome to GitHub, no worries. Okay, you have to verify your email. So still if you are facing like verifying email, so last half an hour we can see. Okay, you can share your screen. In the last half an hour we can see if any one of you are facing like issues for verifying your email address. Okay, for now listen what are the things I'm discussing. Okay, what is the purpose of GitHub? So GitHub is the platform which is used for sharing the code. It can be okay, it can be any of this, any programming language. It can be Python, it can be Java, it can be C#, any of the programming language. You can share your application publicly on GitHub. Okay, I will be discussing what are the different types of applications available, what are the things available. Okay, so I hope everyone are on the same page. So mostly, so if you want to access our particular GitHub account, means github.com/username. I have taken one of your friends' username, so Sanjana. So simply what I have done, github.com/username, you will access your GitHub. Okay, if you have logged into your account, means you can access your data. If you didn't log in, means you can only see the data. Likewise in Facebook. Okay, you can access your friend's Facebook only for view purpose. You can't add a picture or delete a picture of your friend's account. Okay, similarly, so GitHub is also one of the secure platform which is used for sharing your code. Okay, most of the companies, okay, either Google or Microsoft or any of the companies, most of the companies are using the GitHub. Okay, so this is the one of the GitHub has created by one of the startup company. Now this GitHub has been acquired by this GitHub platform has been acquired by the Microsoft. Okay, so present this GitHub company belongs to the Microsoft company. Okay, so if you observe here, so what is the purpose? Where the world builds software. It can be any type of software, Android software, web application, iOS software. Okay, any application. Okay, so millions of developers and companies build. What is the purpose of millions of developers and companies build? Okay, they will be building the software. They will be shipping. Shipping is nothing but I hope everyone know what is the meaning of shipping, which is nothing but the transferring their application from one location to other location, and maintain their software on GitHub. So maintenance. Okay, maintenance is nothing but the maintenance. I hope everyone know maintenance is nothing but the removing the unnecessary files or adding some update or moving the particular. Okay, if you observe here, this particular GitHub account contains 65 million developers. Okay, or nothing but the 650 into 10 lakhs, 6 crore 50 lakh people are 6 crores 50 lakh developers are using GitHub. Okay, 3 million plus organizations or nothing but the 30 lakhs different companies using this particular GitHub. Okay, 200 plus million repositories. Repositories is nothing but the one particular project folder is called as the repository. 72 plus Fortune top 50 companies. Okay, 72% of the top 50 companies are using the GitHub platform for versioning their code. Okay, so for now, simply remember these companies are using. I will tell you for what is the purpose they are using. Okay, these are the companies. Okay, like Autodesk or Pinterest, Stripe, Adobe. Okay, so most of the company, Kubernetes, Google, TensorFlow. Okay, so these are the different companies which are used for which are used Spotify. Okay, Google, Kubernetes. Okay, TensorFlow, Adobe. Okay, these are the different companies using. So what is the purpose? The first thing is the code. Okay, code is nothing but the give your code home in the cloud. Okay, so which is nothing but that, as I said previously. So if you observe here, so I have accessed some XYZ student repository. If you place our project in this particular repository, I can access that particular repository or particular project. Okay, likewise, if you posted a picture on the Facebook, okay, if you give the permission as view everyone can view the particular photo. Okay, similarly, if you have uploaded some project with view to everyone or public share, that project can be accessible to every person. Okay, give your code a home in the cloud, which is nothing but you are storing your code on the cloud. Collaborate. Okay, if a particular project, I hope everyone know that a project will be constructed with X number of developers. For example, if I taken an example of the Google Photos. Okay, I hope everyone know the Google Photos application. Okay, so will only one person is worked for developing the Google Photos application? Will only one person worked for developing the Google Photos application, or X number of developers? Okay, X number of, no, definitely no one person can build a particular application. Okay, it can be website or it can be any of the application. Okay, some X number of developers will work on building one particular application. Okay, so those X number of developers are working on X number of systems. Okay, so like if I put a company, okay, 5 developers are working for building the Google Photos. Okay, those 5 developers will work on the 5 different systems. I hope everyone know. 5 developers working on 5 different systems to build a single Google Photos application. Okay, 5 different developers working on 5 different systems to build photos. Okay, so after building those features, what they need to do, they need to combine into one application. Okay, so 5 different people working on single particular application. This is nothing but the collaborator. Okay, so they need to talk to each other. Like I'm working on identifying the facial recognition, or otherwise I will be working on like telling that particular persons after 4 years this particular images are available. Okay, I hope you all know there are lots of features available on the Google Photos. Okay, they need to talk each other, so that is called as the collaboration. Okay, we can see in practically how we can collaborate into single project. Next thing is to develop. On the GitHub itself we can develop. So like I hope you all know, yesterday we have installed the Jupyter Notebook. Okay, yesterday we have installed Jupyter Notebook on our local machine, or otherwise Google Colab on the Google Cloud platform. Okay, similarly, so GitHub has came to existence. So CodeSpences is the one of the editor. Okay, like a Visual Studio Code. So Visual Studio Code, I hope everyone know, Visual Studio Code belongs to the Microsoft company, as well as GitHub is also belongs to the Microsoft company. So what they have done is that they have combined Visual Studio Code and GitHub. So what they have done is that they have created some application called CodeSpaces, which is nothing but the hosting the Visual Studio Code on the GitHub repository. So it is in the beta staging, which is nothing but the testing part. It is still in the testing part, which is nothing but the Visual Studio Code on the GitHub repository. You can access everything. Okay, so we can develop your code, or we can modify the code details in the particular on the GitHub itself. So present CodeSpences is in the testing part, we can't use the CodeSpences. Next thing is the automation. Automation is nothing but if any of the particular if any of the bugs came. Okay, for example, today I'm using the WhatsApp 13.2 version, for example. Okay, today I'm using the WhatsApp 13.2 version on Android mobile phone. Okay, suddenly some hacker hacked the 13.2 version. For example, 13.2 version has been hacked by some XYZ hacker of the WhatsApp. So it is not possible because it is fully encrypted. Let us take an example. Okay, so if 13.2 version has been hacked by some XYZ persons, so what WhatsApp people should do? They should need to update the WhatsApp, and they need to downgrade the WhatsApp because 13.2 version has been hacked. Okay, so what they need to do? They need to do some automation things. So as a person can't identify whether that thing is going on correctly or not. Okay, so we can do some automation. We can add some automation data. So if any of the harm or if any of the thing available, okay, so automatically we can downgrade or we can update the application. Okay, we can downgrade or we can update the application which is hosted on the GitHub. Okay, so we using this continuous integration, continuous development. Okay, CI/CD. It is the vast topic where the DevOps engineers. I hope there is something role called DevOps, development operations. So if you're targeting for the DevOps role, you need to mention compulsory. You need to know about the CI/CD. Okay, these are the topmost options: CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous development. So these will be taken by the DevOps engineer. As a data scientist, we no need to, mostly it is not required to learn. Next thing, we need something called security. Okay, so if you are hosting our project on GitHub, compulsory you need to get the security. Okay, you can know what are the security features they are taking. Okay, so what are the security things they are identifying. You can observe in the in the security panel. So next thing is the community. As I said previously, community. So if you are building some application, okay, so if you have hosted our code on GitHub, okay? So if you need some help regarding that project, okay, you are stuck at some point of time how to develop your particular project. Okay, simply you can mention help. Automatically some XYZ developers will look into your code and they may helpful for you. Okay, vast amount of developers. As I said previously, how many developers are available? Nearly, okay, if you observe here, nearly how many developers are using? 65 million developers are using the GitHub. Okay, so like every Python developers who have developed the Python. Okay, Gideon Van Rossum also having the GitHub account. Okay, so mostly, so who have developed the programming languages like HTML or Python or Java or any of the other things. Everyone using the GitHub account. So if I want to show you the Gideon Van Rossum, so let me write. Okay, if I check it for Python. So Gideon Van Rossum has hosted the Python. Okay, in his account only the Python software is available. Okay, so this is the Python software where the complete source code is available. Okay, as I said previously, Python is the open source code platform. I hope everyone know Python is an open source. Open source is nothing but the complete source code is available on GitHub. Okay, if you are saying that a particular, software or particular application is an open source. Okay, if you heard about open source, any of the software is open source, then you should remember that complete source code is available on GitHub. Okay, if I show you the CPython. Okay, CPython is nothing but what are the Python we are using. Okay, Gideon Van Rossum. Okay, his GitHub account. The person who created the Python. Okay, this is his account. Okay, so like if you observe Python his website. Okay. These are the achievement. This is the organization he belongs to. Okay, so this is the account. I will discuss all those things in the upcoming sessions. So this is the complete source code of Python. This is the complete source code of Python. So what are the thing? What are the programming language we are using? Okay, so this is the complete source code. This is called as the different branches. For different versions, we will be creating the different branches. Okay, we can discuss about all those things. For 3.6 version, they are creating one branch. For 3.7, they are creating one branch. 3.8, 3.9, 3.10. Okay, now what is the version? Yesterday I have said previously. So 3.11 alpha 0. This is the present version, which is available globally. Okay, 3.11.0. This is the version which is available globally released. Okay, alpha is nothing but the testing stage. Okay, if you heard any of the application which is in alpha or beta, those are called as the testing part. Okay, testing stage. Okay, you can include all those things. Okay, so I hope you have got some idea what is the purpose and who are the using GitHub. Okay, what is GitHub content and all those things. Okay, so if you observe here, there is something called squares-like structure. Okay, as a recruiter, so most of present every company is asking your resume. Okay, for recruiting purpose, most of the companies are asking your resumes. In the future, okay, within 1 year or 1.5 years, every company will ask you the GitHub. Okay? Mostly some people, few organizations or few companies started at present. Most of the companies will ask your GitHub account. Okay, what they will verify by your GitHub account is how frequently this person is building applications. Okay, or how frequently he is coding. Okay, how much he or she are interested on using into the software industry. Okay, this thing, this is nothing but the timeline. Okay, this entire square boxes is called as the timeline. Let me give one, let me highlight it. Okay, so this is called as the timeline. Timeline is nothing but the at which point of time or which day what you have done. Okay, because now it is, those all are empty boxes because you have not performed or not contribute or not uploaded any of the code. Okay, so here you will observe your username. Okay, so it should be mostly professionally. If you have created previously, I will show you how to update, how to modify, or how to update our username. Okay, so these are the things. If you observe the Gaudian van der Sums, so let me clear the sketch. Okay, so if you observe the Gaudian van der Sums GitHub repository, so he is frequently updating his GitHub repository, or he is frequently updating the GitHub account. So that is why these all are in the green colors. Okay, if you didn't done or didn't uploaded any code on that particular day, you will be getting white color. If you have uploaded some code, you will be getting light green. If you have uploaded more code, or if you have done build an application, okay, or if you have uploaded more number of code, you will be getting thicker green. Okay, so if you are building continuously, if you are learning continuously, then you can learn. If you are learning continuously, as a recruiter, I will know that this person is capable of learning continuously. Okay, so I will be giving the first preference to this particular candidate. Okay, by seeing his contributions, I can completely recruit this Gaudian van der Sums into my particular company. Okay, so these are the things. What are the things you are doing? Okay, so faster C Python. So ideas. He has upgraded something called faster Python. Okay, the one of the disadvantages as I had discussed previously is the time okay, so because it is executing lesser time compared to the other programming language. Okay, so next, so they are working on making the particular programming language, like Python, to make it faster. Okay, they are doing some research and they are doing some things. Okay, so you can yes, we can see anyone's code. Okay, so as I said previously, so if you put your code publicly, anyone can see that particular project. Okay, for example, so what is Gaudian van der Sums, what are the project he's contributing? Okay, so C Python mini trans. So this is the we will be discussing all those things. Okay, these are the projects here he is working on or he is contributing. Okay, there are the 22 projects. Okay, so there are two different types of projects available. So first thing is the open source. Second thing is the non-open source. Okay, there are two different applications. Mostly every application come to these two categories. First thing is the open source. Second thing is the non-open source. Okay, if I am saying a particular project or application as the open source means, which is nothing but the complete source code is available on GitHub. Okay, so nothing but I can see the complete code of that particular application. Everyone can see that code of the particular application. Okay, so if I am saying that a particular application as the non-open source. Okay, if I am saying a particular application as the non-open source, so which is nothing but that application software cannot be visible to anyone. Okay, so if you are hearing that particular application or software as the open source means, you can get that particular source code on Google or web, not only GitHub. There are other version control platform or other storage platforms also available. So mostly GitHub is the one of the topmost company. Okay, open source, non-open source. If it is open source, anyone can see the source code. For example, give me an answer. So WhatsApp application is the open source or non-open source? As per our knowledge, WhatsApp application is the open source application or non-open source? Give a guess, no worries. You can try. Okay, mostly non-open source. So few people giving open source and few people are giving non-open source. Okay, let us see. Okay, so WhatsApp Android application is not an open source. Not everyone. Okay, so I think you didn't got clear idea of open source. Open source is nothing but the application software can be visible to everyone. Not downloading, not accessibility. Not accessibility, Anil. So the source code can be visible to everyone. Okay, accessing will be everyone, because if you build an application, if no one can download, means what is the point of downloading creating that particular application? Okay, I think you have got some idea. So open source is nothing but that particular application code. Okay, how they have constructed or how they are doing those things, it should be available for everyone. Okay, if that particular application software is not available, means you can't. If that particular source code is not available, means it is called as the non-open source. Okay, for example, WhatsApp. So WhatsApp Android application is not an open source. Okay, how I am saying is that particular source code is not available in this particular GitHub repository. There are 11 repositories. Their Android application code is not available in this particular GitHub repository. Okay, so it is called as the non-open source. Okay, you can go to their website and you can observe. But if you want to verify me, simply you can click on GitHub and you can search for that. Okay, simply. So I hope everyone know. Previously, WhatsApp bought some terms and conditions. For that purpose, few people has been navigated to other applications like Signal. Okay, I hope most of you heard about Signal. So if you heard about Signal, means you should also hear about, is it Signal open source or non-open source? Signal Android application. If you heard about Signal application, then you should also hear about open source or non-open source. Don't give random answers. I'm expecting correct answers. How many of you heard about Signal app? Signal app, yes or no? Signal also like WhatsApp, which the person who I like, I hope everyone know. So WhatsApp has been built by some XY people. It has been acquired by the Facebook. Okay, the co-founder of WhatsApp. Okay, the co-founder of WhatsApp has built another application called Signal. Okay, if you heard about Signal, means it is an open source platform. Okay, it is the open source platform. Okay, so the app complete source code is available on GitHub. You can view how the Signal app has been constructed. What are the technologies included for building the Signal app? Okay, you can also modify the Signal app if you are not interested. If you like, the Signal app logo is in blue color. Okay, if you are not interested, if you dislike the blue color, means you can change the color and you can build this application also. Okay, so Signal is the open source. It, like every open source project contains some licensing. Depending on if you have to follow the under the license, you can modify anything. Okay, you can do anything. So Signal app, so these are the permissions, or these are the permissions as a user you are granted for. Okay, this application is for commercial use. This application is used for modification. This application is used for distribution. This application is used for patent use. This application is used for private use. Okay, this is the licensing. Okay, general public licenses. Okay, we will discuss about what are the different licenses you can give to your project. Okay, depending upon the application. Okay, if I am saying a particular project as the open source, means you can completely view the complete source code of this particular application. Okay, so here now you can think that Signal is an open source. Okay, Signal is an open source. These are the different versions they have constructed. We can see what is meant by versions and all those things. Okay, so if you want to know what are the different technologies used for building the Signal Android application. Okay, so here are the languages included on the left side top bottom corner. So this entire Signal app. Okay, Signal app 96.8% contains the Java code. Okay, I hope everyone know Android application is completely built on the using the core Java. Okay, so among this application, let me. Okay, 96.8%. So this entire in this entire application, 96.8% is used the Java programming. Java as the programming language. Next thing, Kotlin. So they have used 3.1% Kotlin language for constructing this Signal app. Okay, they have used some 0.1% for the as the Python, and 0.0% of 0.000 something as the Groovy and Dockerfile and C++. Okay, so if you are interested to modify the Signal app and construct your own app, you can do. Okay, for that purpose, you should be familiar with the Java as well as the Kotlin and Python. Okay, so these are the things you can observe from any of the GitHub repository. So this is called as the repository. I am saying from the starting onwards. On the starting day onwards, I am saying repository. So repository is nothing but a folder which contains the project files. Okay, repository is nothing but a folder which contains the project files. Okay, so I can call it mostly we will be calling as the repository. I can call it as the project folder or project directory. But as a developer, the terminology is the repository. Okay, you can also observe here. So there is some description. It is a private messenger for Android. Okay, if you go into the homepage of Signal app, okay, homepage of this Signal app, Android application is open source, desktop application is open source, iOS application also open source. Okay, if you observe, most of the programming language used for Signal app is the Java, and Signal desktop is the TypeScript, and Signal iOS is the Shift. Okay, these three are open source. Okay, you can modify and you can use for your own purpose. Also, they are working on other projects. Also, you can verify and you can you can go. Okay, like you can search for Signal app on GitHub, or otherwise I posted the link in the chat box. Why I'm showing all those things is to for getting some idea. So if you want to know who are the developers of the Signal app, okay, so these are the people who are developing the Signal app. These are the 7 developers. You can directly interact with them. Okay, if you are having any of the project idea, or if you want to know the details of the app, you can directly contact them by going to their GitHub account. Okay, so like Alan Evans. Okay, like Alan Evans. Okay, so this is his account. Okay, this is the account of Alan Evans. Okay, so you can go for any of the accounts. Okay, so if it is open source, that project will be displayed for you. It is not an open source. If it is not an open source, it is not displayed for you. Yes, Geetika, you can download and you can modify. If you know the Android language, or if you know the Java, Kotlin, and all those things, you can download this and you can modify. Okay, so that is meant by open source. Anyone can do anything to that application. Okay, so that is meant by the open source. Okay, now I hope you got some idea. So what are the things? So you can what are the things GitHub is providing for you? So let me show you once again. Okay, what is the first thing? It is used for code sharing. Okay, so we have, so as I said, if I am the developer of the Signal app, so I have stored the code. So what is the second thing? Collaborating. Okay, collaborating is nothing but the 6. If you observe here, there are 7 developers photos. Okay, there are nearly 219 collaborators. Okay, 219 collaborators, which is nothing but these 200 different developers contributed or done small modifications to this project. Okay, so for example, on my Android application, suddenly my screen is blurred. Okay, or otherwise, while opening the Android application, it is taking some time. It is a bug on my particular application. Then what as a developer, what I can do is that I can raise an issue. Okay, so there is something option called issues. Issues is nothing but if any of the person, or if any of the person is getting some issues with while using the Android application. Mostly what we will do, we will be simply clicking on report. Okay, I hope everyone know. If everyone observed, if any of the Android application or any of the application, if it is opening lately means, or if it is stuck means, you will be observing like report, close, and some other options. If you report means, it will be you will be reporting to that developer. Okay, or otherwise, as a developer, I know the Android application. Okay, I know what is the error I'm getting. So what you can do is you can raise an issue. In the issues menu, these are the different issues. If you observe here, while sending and receiving message, or color is switching. Okay, this is the issue one XYZ person has been raised or he is getting. Okay, offer more than 3x3 pattern for unlocking. Okay, he has got some issue. Okay, so some security issue. What is the security issue? So if the Android application has created only the 3x3 pattern for unlocking. So please increase the add the more than 3x3 pattern. You can, if you are interested to improve the feature, okay, you can raise the issue. If you got some issues, you can also update the issues. Okay, quiet sound on iOS received when initiating the voice call. Okay, so if you observe a quit sound, okay, quit sound on iOS received while initiating the voice call. He is getting some issue. Okay, no notification after switching on other apps. Okay, these are the different issues. If you observe here, so if you observe some XYZ person on Redmi Note 5, echoing voice calls by video calls, this is the issue he has identified. Okay, so there are different 1300 different issues for this Android application. Okay, you may also identify few issues on any of the Android application. If it is open source, you can directly raise your issue onto that application. Okay, so for example, for some person has given the feature improvement. Okay, for my application, some person has been given the feature improvement. Okay, I can say this is the feature improvement or feature deployment. Offer more than 3x3 pattern for unlocking. He is asking for more feature or remove the feature. He is asking to improve the feature. I hope everyone got the point. Okay, he is asking for improve the feature. Okay, okay, so yes, good, excellent, everyone got the correct answer. Okay, so he is asking for improve the feature of the Android application, increase the 3x3 pattern. Okay, if I know the Android programming, okay, as a developer, if I know, as a person, if I know the Android programming, okay, also I know how to improve this feature. Okay, as a developer, I also know how to improve the feature. Okay, so you can contribute, you can modify the code. Okay, if you know changing from 3x3 pattern to the 4x4 pattern, simply you can update the code and you can show that particular pattern. Okay, you can submit your code to the particular application. Okay, I hope you got some idea. Okay, you are not the code developer of the Signal app, but you know the building the Android application. Okay, if you want to contribute to the community, what are the things you have learned? If you are interested to contribute to the community, so most of the people, okay, most of the people are contributing to the community. Contributing is nothing but what are the things you are learning, you are giving back to the community. Okay, how they are doing is in the weekends. I hope everyone knows software people are getting the weekends. Saturday and Sunday are the holidays. Okay, some people, most of the people will be working on this open source projects. Okay, open source project is nothing but the accessing the source code, everyone. Again, we can't get, second thing is that we can't earn money on those open source projects. Okay, we can't earn money from the open source projects. So that is why, so if so the developers who are developing the Signal app, they will not get any of the, they will not generate any of the revenue. For that purpose, what as the people will do is the few developers will contribute for that application or improving that application. Okay, how you can know? You, if you know how to unlock a pattern, 3x3 pattern, you can modify the code and you can update to that particular code. Okay, so like that, actually the Signal developers, actually this has been developed by 7 people, only 7 people, if you observe 7 people, but how many developers? Nearly 219 developers. Okay, nearly 219 developers contributed or nothing but the updated this particular app and they have given the code to the Signal developers. Okay, that is nothing but the contribution or nothing but the open source contribution. Okay, like I'm not expecting 100% to get the point, but I'm giving you some input, so please try to understand, and in the upcoming days you can after entering into a software industry or other days you will definitely understand completely. Okay, so here we are having issue step. Issue step contains what are the issues some persons are getting while building application. Next thing is the pull request. Okay, so if you solve the issue, next thing is to you create the pull request. Okay, there are 1300 different issues. You can solve any of the issues and you can then after solving the issue, the second thing is to create the pull request. Okay, we will see, like we will take some unnecessary, we will do some demo, no worries. Okay, definitely we will do some demo on issues as well as the pull request by tomorrow, today or tomorrow. But simply remember, pull request is nothing but a sending, or if you observe the, okay, sending code to the original repository. Okay, I have downloaded this project. Okay, I have added some feature to the project and I am interested to send back to the original developers. Okay, pulling request. Okay, pull the request. Okay, sending back to the original repository. Okay, these are the people. So if you observe here, these are the different people who have contributed to or updated this particular Signal WhatsApp. Okay, so disappearing message timer info in message details. He has developed this feature. removed seconds from screen of timeout summary. He has removed some feature. Okay, he has updated the contributing.md. He has updated some feature. Okay, he has updated the copyright. Okay, he has disabled the send button, disabled after first click. Okay, after clicking he has disabled. Okay, they have developed some feature. You can go back. Okay, if you don't know, like simple, because these all are English sentences, you should get some idea. Okay, not only for Signal app. Some people have said that Instagram is an open source. I'm not that much familiar about the Instagram. Let us check whether Instagram is having the source code in GitHub or not. INSTA. We are not having on GitHub. So few people have said Instagram as open source. Some people responded as it is not an open source. Okay, so I'm not that much familiar about the Instagram and all those things. Okay, so here I know that Signal app, so you can observe the other things also. So if you heard about anything as the open source means, you can observe the complete source code. Okay, everyone got some idea about the GitHub? Now we can see how to use the GitHub. Please respond yes or no. You know, if you got any doubt or if you got any stuck at any point, means if didn't understand anything, which are the things I have discussed, means you can reply in the chat box. Okay, I hope most of you got some idea about the GitHub. Okay, now we can see. So if you observe the at present, I will tell you, Shankar, no worries. I will tell you how to create the issue, how to create the pull request, how to create and how to contribute to the open source. I will tell you by demo. Okay, present know the terminologies, like there is something called issue or something called pull request and all those things. Present know that we will do all those things practical. Okay, this is the home page of the repository. Okay, so if you observe my home page, let me show you the home page of my. Okay, so GitHub has done something for the student community. So GitHub has done something for student community, which is nothing but adding their profile. Okay, so after opening the GitHub, if it is like this means, if it is like this means, you can observe the difference. If GitHub after opening any of the recruiter, if open the GitHub, if it is like this, if it is like this, okay. So by observing the homepage of your GitHub, the recruiter can know what are the things the particular person is working on. Okay, by opening the GitHub repository. So I want to know the complete details of you. So that for that purpose, GitHub has developed something called as the GitHub profile. Okay, GitHub has developed something called GitHub profile. You can add some details about you that will be displayed on this particular homepage. Okay, so before creating all those things, let me introduce you. Let me give the details of the purpose of Git and what is the main purpose of Git, as well as what is the main purpose of the GitHub repository. Okay, there are two different words. One is the Git and second thing is the GitHub. Okay, GitHub is nothing but this particular account. Okay, GitHub is nothing but the storing your code on the cloud. Okay, GitHub is used for storing your code on cloud is called as the sharing your code or collaborating your code on the cloud is called as the GitHub. Okay, there's something called Git. Okay, there is one more thing called Git. So why there is something called Git or GitHub? Okay, there are AWS cloud, there is Google cloud, there is Azure cloud. Okay, there are other different types of clouds. Why there is separate cloud management system or there is separate platform called GitHub? There is separate platform called GitHub while they have created. Okay, let me discuss all those things. Okay, so one issue. So as I said previously, So for developing one application, there are few issues previously developers occurred for solving these problems. Let me create, instead of issue, let me create as the problems. Okay. Before introducing the Git or GitHub, developers has like got some issues or some problems. What is the nothing but for developing an application? As I said previously, for developing X application, for developing X application, or otherwise, for creating X application, why developers are working. Okay, why developers are working on check number of systems. Okay, here machines is nothing but a computer or desktop or laptop. Okay, so here machine is nothing but the check number of different machines for for A days. Okay, for A days. A days is nothing but I hope everyone know. No application will be constructed. Okay, no application will be constructed within 1 day or 2 days. Okay, for W days. Okay, for W days, within for W days and for W days. Okay, what is the thing I am saying here? X for building or for constructing X application, Y developers are working. Here X, Y, Z or W you can replace with any of the numbers. Okay, for example, for creating WhatsApp application or Signal application, 7 developers are working on 7 different laptops or desktop. Because if you go into the software development, you will be using 2 different laptops or systems. Okay, one using for one application, second laptop or desktop user for second application. Okay, so if I taken in 7 different application on 100 days. Okay, 100 days. Okay, after completing your application, what you have to do, you have to combine all your code and you have to build some single application. Okay, so build this application. So for this purpose, what is the required is the for this purpose, the requirement is the collaboration. The requirement is the collaboration. Let me take it as the okay. So for example, so what is the issue they have got? I hope this is the scenario. This is the scenario of any of the application. As a data scientist, you are building some recommendation engine or any of the application, any of the project. This is the criteria. So for example, if you are in fine layer, if you are in fine layer, so one project group will be created by your faculty, like 5 people or 5 different students will be working on for building the fine layer project. Okay. Similarly, if you are working on any of the company, this is the say going on. Okay, this is the going on. Okay, so for example, if you want to construct a Signal app, okay, it is required. So 7 developers are working. Okay, it takes at least 365, for example. Okay, it takes 365 for example. So Signal app constructed by 7 developers in 365 days on different missions. For now, neglect the missions. So like in 365 days, they have continuously building or developing the WhatsApp application. Okay, what are the things they have developed? Every day they will get the correct output or they will be facing the errors. General question: while building any of the application, you will be getting the errors, or every day you will be getting the correct output. Okay, while constructing any of the application, will you face some issues or some errors, or whatever the application you are building, every day you will be getting correct output? Sometimes we get errors. Yes, definitely we will be getting some errors. Mostly, if you are in perfect while building that application, maybe you will be getting some errors. Alright, or otherwise you are expecting some output but you got some another output. Okay, mostly you are interested to add some you are interested to build the application for adding of two numbers. You may get multiplication of two numbers because you have put you have kept into mark instead of plus. Okay, so that is you have got the output as the multiplication instead of getting the addition. Okay, so these are the different mostly you will be getting the errors. Okay? For example, today I have constructed an application with 1000 lines. Okay, so today I have started my building the Signal app. I have written 1000 lines of code, but the expected output. Okay, so which is that method. Today I am expecting to given chat given send a message the user should receive. Okay, today I have worked on this particular project, so 1000 lines of code. I have written the 1000 lines of code. Today I have got the correct output. Let me write it as a today. Okay, so tomorrow what I have done is that in the tomorrow, okay, tomorrow I have added 100 lines of code to the yesterday's code. Okay, I have added 100 lines of code on different locations. And yesterday's code, but I'm not getting the correct output. My application has failed otherwise. Okay, so what is the thing I'm doing? So yes, I'm started building the I have started building the Signal app. So today I have written 1000 lines of code because I'm very good at Java, Kotlin, Python. So previously we have seen what are the technologies used. Okay, I have very much I'm very much strong in Java, Python. So today I have written 1000 lines of code and I have got the expected output. Okay, expected output. So what is the thing is tomorrow I have modified today's code. Okay, tomorrow I have modified the today's code. So what happened is that my entire application has been collapsed, which is nothing but what is the whatever the application, whatever the thing I have done yesterday, I lost entire thing today because I have added these 100 lines of code on different positions of 1000 lines. Okay, is it good or bad? Is it good or bad? So yesterday I have got the exact output. Today I have got the entire output. In that case, what I need to do? Give me suggestions. Yes, it is definitely bad for me. So what is the thing I need to do now? Can anyone give me guess? Sorry, can anyone help me? Save yesterday code. So Nagamani, don't give multiple like messages. Put it in the simple message. Save yesterday code. Okay, saving yesterday code. Save the code at different locations. Good, Jagdish. Jagdish given one answer. Good. Any other suggestions? Any other suggestions? Yesterday I have got the correct output, but today I have taken use classes. So here using like there is nothing about the programming language because I need to modify the same application. Okay, if I use the different classes also, maybe my code will be collapsed. Don't go with the programming language. I think generally. So Jagdish has given one of the answer, which is nothing but the save yesterday's code separately, save today's code save one of the backup copy of the yesterday's code. Create branches such as master code. If any modification, then make the branch. Sanjana, you are familiar with you are familiar with GitHub, so that is why you are giving the correct answer. Maybe I'm not expecting that answer for now. Okay, so maintain number of copies. Good. Okay, the answer which I am expecting for now is that one answer is the maintain different copies. So what is the first remedy? Maintain different copies. Okay, if I'm working on 365 days, I need to maintain the 365 days code. Okay, some people have suggested that maintain different copies, which is nothing but the whatever the application I have done yesterday, save it as the yesterday's save that particular or nothing but that make the backup. Okay, take the backup of the code. So if if the code has been collapsed today, then delete that particular file and you can take the yesterday's code. Okay, that is the thing you are maintaining. Okay, so maintain different copies. Okay, so for 365 days, I need to maintain the 365 different copies. Okay, I have to maintain 365 days copies. Okay, is it easy thing? What are the disadvantages I'm facing now? So some people, yes, for yesterday got correct output, tomorrow I will be getting the rest. For not for losing the entire application, your friends suggested that create the copies. I hope everyone got the what are the thing I am doing. So what is the thing I need to do? Create the backup copy or create each and every copy of that particular day. Okay, what is the one of the disadvantages I will get while maintaining the copy of each day? What are the disadvantages or what are the issues I will be facing? I hope everyone getting what I am saying. These are the problems faced by the developers before introducing the version control system. Okay, so what is the issue I will be getting? So if I maintain a copy of each and every day, is it good or bad? If I am maintaining the copy each and every copy of each and every day, is it good or bad? First thing is it is good for avoiding this particular application failure. Okay, so it will be good. It is good for application failure. But what are the disadvantages? Yes, good. Your friends have suggested that memory storage. Memory will increase because the number of files increased. Same code stored in different files. Okay. Memory storage full, memory wastage, and all those things. What is the first issue I will be getting? Memory issue. Okay? Memory issue. Second thing is the complicated. For at which point of time I'm getting the error? From which point of time I have done wrong step. Okay, and from which I have done wrong step for implementing the application. Okay, so I don't know at which point of time or which step from which time. Okay, from which day I have done the wrong step. Okay, so which is I think is complicated to track the changes. Okay, what are the two issues? First thing is the memory storage. Second thing is the complicated to track the changes of the code. Okay, track the changes of the code. Okay, what is the one issue I have? What is the one issue I have told? Okay, while developing my code, if I got some like application failure. Okay, due to some point of time, my application may failure. Okay, my application may failure. So this is the one issue. Second issue is nothing but so for that purpose, what they have done is that making the backup copy. Okay, the developer, the first thing they have made is creating the backups of each and every file. So while backupping, what are the things they have found is the memory storage. Next thing is complicated to track the code. Okay, which is nothing but from which it onwards we have done the wrong step. Okay, the developers didn't identify from which it onwards they have done the wrong step while building the application. That is the second. Okay, the third issue is nothing but third issue. Okay, some XYZ there are, as I said previously, some white developers are working. Okay, so some white developers are working on single application. What white developer? Some A developer has done is the D developer mistakenly deleted a file. Okay, so mistakenly D developer mistakenly deleted a file. They don't know. Okay, they don't know whether because they are getting an error. Why they are getting an error is so because some mistakenly D developer deleted that file. Okay, so they are working. After 10 days or 30 days, they will identify that particular file has been deleted. Okay, the particular file has been deleted. Okay, so this is the another common issue. These are the few common issues developers are facing while building on projects or applications. Okay, as a data scientist, you will also getting the same thing because you are working on Python code. You will also facing this particular thing. Okay, if you are facing this particular thing. Okay, so this is something else. Here we are getting some error, which is nothing but the memory storage, because I am creating backup copy of each and everything. Okay, next thing is the complicated to track the code. Okay, so for avoiding these changes, okay, for solving this problem, they have created something called time machine. Okay? I hope everyone remember Doraemon. Okay, so if I am Doraemon, okay, so or otherwise if I constructed a time machine, okay, if I am constructed a time machine, so if I am working on code for 365 days on 365 different ways, okay, so if I done like today I have done correctly, tomorrow I have got the wrong output. Okay, if I go back to the yesterday's code, okay, if I go back to the yesterday's code, is it good or bad? Same scenario. Today I have developed 1,000 lines of code. I have got that exact output. Okay. Tomorrow I have got the if I have added different location, 100 lines in different locations, but I have got my application has failed. But if there is a time machine to go back to the yesterday's code and get the yesterday's code, is it good or bad? Give me a guess. So I'm not saying like anything bad, like without purposely. So if there is a time machine, if I go back to the yesterday's code and get the yesterday's code, is it good or bad? Yeah, excellent. Okay, from the time machine, what they have from the theory of the time machine, what they have constructed is the version control system. Yes, definitely we can tell what are the things we have done wrongly. Okay, so in today morning I have done small code. It is working. Afternoon I have done some other thing, but it has failed. If I go to the morning time, I can get the what is the code? It is working fine. Okay, so by the theory of time machine, they have constructed something called version control system. So this is the story I have narrated for understanding what is meant by version control system. So this is nothing but the version control system. Okay, so version control system is nothing but the time machine. You can go back to so for going back, okay, so we are controlling the version of the system. Okay, version control system is nothing but the controlling the versions of the system. Okay, it is called as the version control system. Okay, so this version control system has been implemented by the core developer of the Linux. Okay, Linux kernels. Developed version control. Sorry, there are different types of version control systems. Okay, there are different types of version control systems. Let me show you the what are the different types of version control systems. Let me move back. Okay, there are two different types of version control systems. At the starting, they have created two different types of version control systems. One thing is the centralized version control system. Second thing is the distributed version control system. Okay, there are different types of version control systems. The main thing is the centralized version control system. Second thing is the distributed version control system. Okay, so in centralized version control system, okay, as I said previously, these are the three developers. Let me sketch it here. Okay, these are the three developers. Okay, these are the three developers working on one application. As I said previously, repository is nothing but the folder which is we are storing the code. Okay, so we are storing the code. So this is the centralized version control system. What are they doing? They are making some changes. They are taking the update. Okay, they're committing is nothing but the updating the code. Okay, they're committing some changes, updating the code. They're committing some changes, updating the code. So every code is been updated in a single repository. Okay, they are doing the changes and sending back to the main repository. They are doing some changes on their system and sending back to the repository. Okay, they are doing some changes and they are sending back to the repository. Okay, so which is nothing but here only one repository will be available, centralized. Only repository, the code will be centralized and the people will be parallelly centralized. This is called as the centralized version control system. Okay, let me give an example. Let me tell you what is the disadvantage of this centralized version control system. If this particular central, so because this repository on particular server, okay, if this centralized repository on particular server, if the server crashes, okay, if the server crashes, will my application will be available or will be destroyed? If the server has been crashed, okay, will the application will be remain same or it may be destroyed? Okay, the chances will be the destroyable. Okay, because if I like if server is nothing but the system, the hard disk, or nothing but if the particular system has been burned due to the electricity or due to some short circuit. Okay, what will be happening? So one of the disadvantages is nothing but the if the application has been gone in the centralized server, automatically the entire application will be destroyed. Okay, from that they have identified that particular disadvantages. They have created something, another type of version control system, nothing but called as the distributed version control system. Okay, distributed version control system. Okay, distributed version control system which we are using for this entire days are nothing but the which I am using for sharing the code. Okay, so GitHub is the decentralized version control system or centralized version control system. Okay, if you observe here, okay, if you observe here, this is the main server. Let me sketch it here. This is the main server which is available at the company. Okay, I am downloading the code into my local machine and nothing but into my PC. I'm downloading my so these are the three developers. These are the three developers who are working on this centralized application. Okay, centralized application. So what is happening? So they're downloading the application first into their systems. Okay, they're downloading into their particular systems and they are working. First, they will be updating the changes in their system. Okay, they are updating the changes in their system. Let me highlight that. Okay, they are changing the changes first in their system, then they are updating into the main server. They are updating the changes in their server and they are updating the main server. They are updating in their systems, then they are updating the main server. Okay, so for if I want to if the application want to destroy it, okay, how many servers or how many systems I need to destroy here? If I am the hacker, if I want to destroy the application Signal app, how many servers I need to destroy or how many systems? Exactly. Okay, so if as Saida suggested 4, because the application is available on these 4 systems. This is one system, this is one system, this is another system, this is another system. On these 4 systems, the application is available. If any of the one server has been destroyed, I can get the code from another systems or another users. Okay, so this is nothing but this is the working or functioning of the distributed version control system. Okay, I hope you got some idea between the difference between centralized versus the distributed. I am distributing the code with my fellow developers and they are working and they are updating on their systems. Finally, they are updating in the main server. Okay, here main server is nothing but the GitHub. Local server is nothing but our systems. Okay, so for using this version control systems on our local machines or GitHubs, there are few different types of softwares available. Most of the people are using the Git. Okay, Git is one of the decentralized version control system. Okay, I will tell you in depth about version control system, how we are creating the versions and all those things in the meantime. Okay, I hope everyone got some idea about what is meant by version control system, what is the purpose of version control system, types of version control systems. Okay, the one of the software or one of the application which is used for creating the version control system. Okay, if I want to create these versions, okay, as I said previously, if I want to create a time machine, there should be some software. Okay, for creating this time machine or for creating this version control system, we are having some different types of softwares. One of the popular software is the Git. Okay, one of the popular software is the Git. Git is different from GitHub. Okay, GitHub is an GitHub is the owner of GitHub owner is the Microsoft. Git owner is the Linux Torvalds. It is an open source. Okay, no one can be the owner. Okay, so this distributed revision version and source code management. Okay, this is the application is called as the distributed revision control version control system and source code management. At these two purposes, we are using the Git here. Okay, so created by Linus Torvalds, creator of the Linux. So this guy is the creator of Linux operating system. I hope if you're familiar with the Linux operating system means. So this guy is the creator of Linux operating system. So the same guy created something distributed version control system software called Git. Okay, came out of this software has been constructed by the came out of Linux development community. So this is the open source. So a group of developers will be developing the software. Next thing, they have been designed at starting. They have designed this Git for version controlling the Linux kernels. Okay, so if you are familiar with the Linux operating system, is they are having different types of kernels. Okay, so you can create your own kernel because it is an open source. As I said previously, Linux is an open source operating system. Files which is required for creating the Linux operating system, all the files will be available on the GitHub. You can verify. Okay, the purpose, the goals they have created for creating the Git is the speed. Okay, so there because it is the speed. Okay, it is having speed. Support for non-linear developments, which is nothing but the thousands of parallel branches. Let us discuss after some time what is meant by branches. Next thing is the fully distributed. Okay, distributed is nothing but it can be shared with the multiple persons. Able to handle large projects efficiently. Okay, so it can be 10 GB or it can be 20 GB or it can be 50 GB. The size is not a mandatory thing. It can create the versions efficiently on the larger projects also. Okay, so these are the advantages where Git is having. So now we can see the definitions of version control system. As I said previously. Okay, so as I said previously, so version control. So it can be any of the application. Okay, it can be web application, it can be data science application, it can be machine learning application, it can be autonomous car, it can be Google Assistant, anything. Everyone are using the any of the version control system. Okay, so it's all about managing multiple versions of the documents. As I said previously, time machine is nothing but it is having different days. Okay, real time machine is having the different days. I want to go to the like whenever I have born. Okay, I want to go to that particular day. Okay, so there is some date. So here nothing but the managing multiple versions of the document. Okay, we will see how we are creating the versions. It can be programs, it can be websites, and etc. Blah blah blah. Okay, it can be anything. Almost all real projects use some kind of version control system. As I said previously, every application. Okay, it can be any of this. Every company, every topmost companies are using any of the version control system. But here we are using the Git. Okay, Git as the version control system. Essential, it is very essential. It is the essential tool. Okay, what is essential for human beings? Likewise, essential for team projects, but also very useful for individual projects. Okay, for while building the individual group projects. Okay, if 5 people are working on same project, we don't know who made changes for that particular project. Okay, for that purpose, definitely for the essential, it is very essential for team projects. For the individual project, it is not a mandatory thing. Okay, there are few different things. So at the starting, we are having something called CVS, control version system. Subversion, this is also one of the software which is used for creating version control system. Mercurial, and next thing is the Git. Okay, so mostly we will be using CVS as well as the Subversion. These two softwares are using the centralized version control system. As I said previously, users checkout files work on the same repository. Okay, checkout files work on the check domain. Okay, these are the 3 different processes. While coming to the Mercurial and Git, treating all the repositories are equal, which is nothing but the distributed version control system. Okay, distributed systems like Mercurial and Git are new but they are new because distributed is came newly, but they are gradually replacing the centralized version control system. Okay, I hope everyone understood. Okay, definitely centralized version control system will be replaced by the distributed version control system because distributed version control system is having the more advantages compared to the centralized version control system. Okay, so this is the advantages. So why version control system? As I said previously, it gives a time for going back to the earlier versions. Okay, as I said explained previously. So it is animation going back to the going back to previous code. Gives the great support for different version. This is previously. If you are creating a backup copy, it is very complicated to track the code. But while coming to the GitHub, it is gives great support for using the different versions. Okay, we can see practically no worries. At present, you should remember these points. Okay, it is also used for working with others, collaborating with other things, also for getting an internship or job. As a like a student, you should definitely learn Git on GitHub, because at present you are not the owner of any of the company, or you are not the developer. So because for getting a job or internship, definitely the primary skill or the secondary skill which will help you to get the job is the version control system. Okay, any company with a clue uses some kind of version control system. As I said previously, companies without a clue are bad places to work. Okay, if they are not using any of the version control system, it is bad thing, because you may lose, because you have developed the project for 360 days. On the 361 day, the application has been collapsed. Means what are the code you have developed in previous day, everything will be the work you have done will be the loss. Okay, that is why the companies which are not using version control system are bad to work. That is my point of. Okay, so next thing is the why we are preferring the Git. Okay, what are the advantages while Git software is having compared to the centralized version control systems or Mercurian distributed control version control system. Okay, first thing is the more efficient as well as the better workflow. It is the more efficient than other softwares, and it is having the best workflow. Okay. Next thing is the see the literature. So see some description or see some applications, you may get the clear idea. Okay. So now we can see what are the terminologies. Okay, what are the terminologies, or what are the thing available for Git as the version control system. Okay, if you are using Git as the version control system, you should remember these terminologies, because I'm using these terminologies frequently. You should remember the definition of those things. Okay, repository, as I said previously, repository is nothing but a folder which is stored the code. Previously I have said repository is nothing but a folder which is stored the code. Okay, because at that time we don't know what is going to be version control system. Okay, now I am seeing the clear definition of repository. Repository is nothing but a folder which is stored a source code and using the version control system. Okay, so our project directory which is using version control system, that particular folder is called as the repository. You can't call that as the folder. I hope you know what is meant by folder or a directory. Okay, this simple. So for example, if I say this as the if I show you this is the particular folder, at present I can say this as the folder itself. Okay, but I can't call this as the repository, because I am not using the version control system for this particular folder. Okay, if I am doing some version control system for this project, or if I'm using Git for this or revisioning the versions of this particular folder, I can call that particular folder as the repository. Okay, when I can call a particular folder as the repository, if I use that particular folder as the version control system. Okay, so there are two different types of version control systems. Okay, there are two different types of version control system, which is nothing but the local. Second thing is the remote. Okay, remote is nothing but the forever. So if you are doing version control system on your PC, that is the local version control system. If you are doing version control system on GitHub, okay, if you are doing some version control system on GitHub, it is called as the remote repository. Okay, if you uploaded your folder to the remote, means it is called as the remote repository. Okay, so second thing is the branch. Okay, we can discuss. I will be showing you the branch. Branch is nothing but, I hope everyone know, tree is having different branches. Okay, root is the main part of the tree. Okay, like in the real world, natural tree. So natural tree is having many different branches, but root is the main part of the or heart of the tree. Okay, so here I hope everyone know, if I'm building an application, okay, today I have released one Android application, WhatsApp application. Do I need to implement, or do I need to update the application, or simply release the application and sit on my home? Do I need to release new feature for WhatsApp application, or simply releasing the application do my job? Yes or no? Do I need to create a few different types of updates or not? Yes, I have to implement the features. I need to update. If I didn't give any update means definitely no person will use my application. Okay. If I want to update, if I need to update means no person will use my application. Okay. Okay. So I got answer as the I need to update. Okay. I need to update the existing application or otherwise I need to build again new application. I need to update the present application or again I need to build the application from the scratch and I need to update. Existing, definitely the existing. Okay, definitely the existing. Yes, got good. Everyone given the correct answer. Okay, let me show you. Let me give you the clear idea of branching. Okay, see if you observe here. Today I have done. Today I have released the version 1.0. Okay, today I have released the version 1.0. Next thing what I have to do, I have to do some update. I think what I have to add some. I need to update. I need to release in the. I hope everyone observed beta update on the Android applications. While downloading the software, join as a beta tester or beta user. How many of you observed the beta word in Android application Play Store? Beta testing. Join as a beta tester. Okay. So if you joined as a beta tester for any of the application means you will be getting the updates quickly than the other users. Okay. If you joined as the beta customers, you will be getting the updates, then remaining people will get the updates. Okay. So why I'm giving the why there is a beta testing is nothing but the which is nothing but the for testing purpose. Okay, for testing the Android application. Okay, I can't release the buggy application to the entire globe. Okay, so I need to do some testing part. Yes, so it can be Instagram, it can be Facebook, or it can be any of your interested application. You can join as the beta tester. Okay, if you are joined as a beta tester means you should helpful for the developers. How you can helpful? If you found any of the bugs means you should report to the users, to the developers. Okay, so while what are the process they are doing is that they are creating 4 different types of branches. 4 different types of branches. So first thing is the master branch. Master branch is the what are the application completely developed. Okay, what are the application completely developed. Okay, after completely developed, what I will do is that I will be creating one feature branch. It can be 5 features, it can be 10 features. I can create multiple feature branches also. I will show you practically after completing this slide. Okay, I will be creating some feature branch. Okay, so I will doing some features. I will update few features. Okay, and I will be combining with the existing application. Okay, this is the copy of the existing application. I will be creating a copy of the existing application. I will be adding some feature. I will be updating to the main application. I will add some feature and I will update to the main branch. Okay, so if it is working fine. Okay, if it is, I will be releasing some version to the testers. Okay, I will be releasing like I will be releasing one version to the testers. If there is an error, I will be fixing in the hotfix branch. I have successfully implemented the feature. Now there is a bug in the feature. I need to update the bug, so I will be using the hotfix branch. Okay. If the development is completed on the hotfix branch, then I will be releasing the version 2. Okay, I will be releasing version 1.0. Next again, I will be doing the same process. I'll be releasing and I will be releasing the version 1.1. Okay, this is called as the branching. Okay, so branching, every branch contain the complete code. Okay, every branch contain every existing code. Branch contain the existing code. Okay, on the master branch. Okay, on the master branch, or now it is called as the main branch. Main branch contains the working code, or you can, yeah, you have developed the updating the feature. You can release the application for all the users. Okay, you can release the application for all the users. Let me show you the practically what are the branches. Let me show you the example for the Python itself. Previously, we have seen some of the open source project as the Python. I think if you observe or not, I have shown you the 3.6 version, 3.7 version, okay, 3.8 version, 3.9 version, 3.10 version. Okay, so this is the main branch. Main branch is nothing but the on this window we will be getting the completely tested and completely useful for working. Okay, on this branch. So this entire code, this entire Python code is completely working fine on Mac, on Windows, and all those things. Okay, there are other branches. Okay, so I have released a few different versions: 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, and 3.10. On the 3.6 branch, okay, this is the branch related to the 3. Sorry, I have paused my window. Wait a second. I have mistakenly paused my screen. Okay, I will show you once again. I have posted in the chat box. You can open that window and you can observe. Okay, this is the main branch. Okay, this is the main branch is nothing but this code has been tested on multiple systems and multiple things, and this application has been working fine. Okay? This is in the alpha testing state. Okay, so if you observe here, there are different versions here available. Okay, 3.6. Okay, this is the on this branch, the code is related to the 3.6 version. Yesterday or day before yesterday, I have told you the different versions of the Python. On this branch, if you observe here, the branch name is the 3.6. On this branch, the code which is related to the 3.6 is available. 3.7, 3.8, 3.9, and 3.10. Okay, these are the different on this different branches. We are having the different versions. Okay, if you observe here, find module depreciation for Windows. Okay, these are on this branch. We are having the modules which are depreciated for the Windows operating system. Okay, these are in this branch. I am having the code which are related to the this branch. I am having the modules which are depreciated for the depreciated is nothing but the those will be deleted. Those will be deleted in the upcoming versions. Okay, depreciated. Okay, like this every software. Okay, every day we will be creating like every application. We will be releasing some versions. For those versions, we will be creating the different types of branches. Okay, for the Signal app, if you observe for the Signal app, we are having the 518 different versions. Okay, so if you observe, these are the different branches here. Okay, I hope you have got the some idea what is meant by branch, what is the purpose of the branch. Next thing is the commit. Commit is nothing but the creating a version or creating a timeline. Okay, timeline, creating a timeline. If you want to go back to the March 30, 2020, okay, there should be the date. That is the timeline. Simply for going into the previous day's code or the best code, we need to create some timeline. So that is called as the commit. Okay, commit or nothing but the checkpoint. These dots are called as the commits. I can go back to any of the dots. Okay, I can go back to any of the circular positions in this particular diagram. Those are called as the commits. Okay, as I said previously, master branch or main, which is nothing but the main branch of your software or home page of your released software. Okay, like in this year only they have changed the main branch, sorry, master branch to the name main because of few regulatory changes. They have changed the master, the branch name as the master to the main. You should observe the changes. That is called as the main branch is nothing but the home location where my software locates. Okay, this is the workflow. So while using the version control system, this is the workflow. First thing is the initializing a repo, which is nothing but the converting normal folder to the version control system. Okay, initializing the repository or starting the repository. Next thing, the second thing is the write the code. Okay, you can update your application, commit to the local repository, which is nothing but the creating a version or create a version of your project, then push to the remote repository. Okay, remote repository is nothing but the update your code in the GitHub. Okay, not only GitHub, there are also GitLab and also all those things. Okay, so simply push your code to the remote repository. Why it is mandatory to push your code to the remote repository is that if any of your if you are working on your own local system, if your system has crashed, it means automatically the application which you have developed will be deleted. So it is best practice to update your code to the push to the remote repository or send our code to the remote repository, which is nothing but the GitHub. Okay, we will see all these process in the tomorrow's class. Okay, for now simply remember what are the 4 steps we are doing: initialize, write the code, commit or creating a version, and push to the remote repository. Okay, so these are the commands which we are using. So these are the commands for initializing git init, or nothing but the getting from the remote repository clone, or pulling, okay, or fetching. These are the few things. Next, for committing, creating a version, git add, git commit. These are the commands for creating a versions. We will clearly practically see these things from tomorrow onwards. Okay, so like I thought like go to the practical, but I need to give some theory part so that you will be observed clearly. So if anyone asks what is the purpose of Git or GitHub, you can directly say the purpose of those things. Okay. So now the GitHub, the co-founder of the GitHub is the Tom Peterson Werner. So now it has been acquired by the Microsoft company. Okay, Werner is also creator of the Grouter, the traveling profile picture. Okay, so this is the logo of the GitHub. Okay, if you observe, this is the logo of the GitHub. The name of this logo is the Octocat. Okay, this guy has created this particular logo. This is called as the Octocat. Octocat is nothing but it is having the octopus plus cat. Cat head, octopus legs. Okay, this is the logo. If you observe here in the right side, it is the logo of the GitHub. Octocat. This is called as the Octocat. Okay, so octopus legs and cat head. Okay, so if you observe here, GitHub is nothing simply 750 billion worth. If you want to purchase the GitHub from the Microsoft, you have to pay nearly $750 million. Generally, Microsoft company will sell that particular GitHub to you. What are the things? So free and open source, both Git and GitHub are free and open source. Okay, becoming industry standards. So it is because most of the companies are using Git and GitHub, so it is becoming the industry standards. Second thing, it is having the collaborative tools. Collaborative tools are nothing but that you can multiple five more you can collaboratively work on single project. Okay, we can collaboratively work on single project practically on tomorrow's session. No worries. Okay, so what is the one of the advantage? It is not a coding software. It is not a code editing software. It is used for creating the versions. Okay. So these are so what are the companies are using this GitHub? As I shown you previously, 65 million companies. Okay, so are using. Facebook is using, Android is using. Okay, Ruby, Django, Twitter. Okay, these are the Octocat. These are the some open source global community projects. Apache Server, Mirrors, Illumius, okay, Erlang, Rocket. Okay, these are the different types of open source projects. Okay, I'll update the slides. You can verify. You can revise the theory part. So as I said, on the first day itself, everyone should try to install the Git software. So I have added the procedure of adding the Git for creating the Git version control system. I have added the how to download and how to install step by step. You can go back. Okay? So if you are using the Windows operating system, these steps will be helpful for you. Okay, so for downloading the GitHub software, the web link is this thing. Okay, I will add these links in the resources.md file also. Or otherwise you can also save. Okay, everyone, what are the links I am sharing every day? Okay, if I am sharing some links today, definitely I will update those links in the resources.md file. Okay, please try to utilize that resources, and also I will add a few other resources for your reference purpose. Okay, everyone should download this Git software on your local system by tomorrow. Okay, simple step. Okay, simply next install, I agree, and all those things. Okay, so these are the things. Now let us see bash commands. So tomorrow I will discuss about the bash commands. We can also discuss all those things in tomorrow. We are having 9 more minutes. Okay, we can discuss the commands and all those things tomorrow's class. How Git differs from GitHub? So both are used for version control system. Okay, both are used for both are used for control version control systems, but the main purpose is it is the local. Git is the local. GitHub is the remote. Okay, so Git will create the version control system on our PC. Okay, so GitHub will use the remote. That is the main difference between the Git versus the GitHub. Okay, that is the main difference between the Git and GitHub. Okay. Like everyone try to install the Git software by tomorrow. Tomorrow we can create a repository and we can see the how to use those things, and we can enter into the Python code. Okay, within first half an hour we can see the what is the process of using the version control system. Next we can see the Python. We can start the Python. So GitHub is a distributed version control system, not a centralized version control system. Okay, why? Because the same code can be available for many of the developers. Okay, so it isn't distributed, not an version, not an centralized. So what is the purpose of using it? So what is the use of the Git? So here we will be developing the data science application. So in one day we can't develop the data science application. Okay, in one day we can't create the we can't build the data science application in one day. Okay, in one day we can't build the data science application. Okay, we will be building the data science application for X number of days. So the project contains 3 months or 4 months or 10 months. Okay, so what are the thing we have, what are the code we are building? We will be creating the versions. Okay, what are the code we are building? We will be creating the versions. Okay, so day to day, what are the code we are what are the Python file or Python code we are discussing? We will be creating as the versions. So if any of point of time, if your data science applications failing means you can go back to that particular version. Okay, so Git is the software for building, for running, for creating the version control system. So Savan, why we are discussing a lot more about the Git means, so because as you are entering into the software industry, so Git is a mandatory thing. You should know complete details about the Git. That is I'm interested to share. Like if you feel bored means, so I will try to reduce the things. I will not elaborate the things from tomorrow onwards. No worries. Okay, so because why I'm elaborating is it will be helpful for you if, while interview things, or otherwise after entering into the industry, after getting a job as a software developer, you will be clear idea about the version control system as well as the Git. Okay, that's it for today. So we are having that's it for today. If anyone having any doubts means you can stay back and ask, otherwise we can leave the session. Okay, that's it for today. So if anyone having any notes, okay, no worries, we can elaborate. I will try to elaborate the things. So how to install Git? I will show you how to install the Git. The procedure is I have added in that different link. Git is a mandate. It is a small piece of software. Yes, not only Git, version control system is a mandatory thing. Okay, Divasri, version control system is a mandatory thing. A few companies use other version control systems, but most of the companies are using the Git. Okay, Git software. Yes, Git is a mandatory software for download. So your wish. If you want to learn the version control system, download and install. If you're not interested to create the version control system, you can remove. If you're not interested to create the version control system, you can't use, like, don't install.